Tyler beat Cisco 28-21 earlier today in Corsicana in the other regional semifinal game. Ball's at the 13-yard line for Tyler with 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Apaches up by 11. 2 touchdown passes from Garrett Alani Johnson, the Tyler tight end, transfer from SMU so far today. And a scoop and score off a blocked kick by the Apaches. First down. Hand the football off. Going left. Burgess will move the pile for maybe a yard off the left side. As our old friend Mike Owens always said, the former Legacy coach, hard rock mining was his term that he called that kind of running. They only gain it 2. It'll be second down at 8 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's tough to run against this defense, as we've talked about.
Giving up less than 90 yards a game. Second and 8 at the 15-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they've got the tight end Green. They're going to throw it to the near side. Complete a pass to Cam Thomas, and he'll get it to the 17. Only picked up a yard on that. It'll be third down. Swing it out to Thomas, and Thomas is knocked down on a good open field tackle by Jalen Webb. All right, so it'll be third down. Well, third down, going to give him kind of to the 18, so 3rd and 6. Call it 3rd and 6 here with 3 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by Webb. Got on talking a little bit of trash, so the Apaches have to be careful.
No, nobody talks trash out here,
just a little bit, so you got to be careful.
I think you're seeing things. Third down and 6 at the 18-yard line. And it's amazing how this rivalry is maintained. Even though the guys come and go, the rivalry remains the same. 3rd and 6 inside handoff. Bouncing outside Burgess. Stiff arm to the 25, and that's a first down.
And a late hit.
That'll add 15 more. Kilgore hit him out of bounds.
Yeah, Kilgore, again, as we talked about.
Rose made the hit. They're not playing smart football right now.
We talked about that the last time these two teams got together. They make a lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad plays. It's a good play, but after the play, they force him out of bounds and hit him late.
How did Burgess pick up the yardage in the first place, though? He was stoned. He had guys all around him, and he bounced it outside, found a seam, and got the first down anyway, and then got slaughtered on the near sideline by Rose out of bounds, I guess. Yeah. They're talking about it right now.
That's a tough run by Burgess, but they should tack on, I believe, the 15 yards. It was a late play out of bounds.
Well, they surely threw flags.
They did.
We'll see what they actually do here.
But it is a long conversation.
And Eric Stern.
Oh, they're going to wave the flag off.
Wave the flag off?
Right.
Okay.
They get the first down.
Right. Tyler got the first down. Fans don't much like it. And you had a better look at it than I did, really, but they wave off the flag. Tyler does get a first down. Heck of a run by Bryce Burgess. First down, Apaches at the 26-yard line. Low snap to Guerra. He's going to keep it and pick it up, and he'll go left. He's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage and runs it out of bounds. That's another low snap to Guerra. They've had a couple of those today. That time Guerra was able to pick it up before it hit the ground, and he just took that ball and tucked it and ran it to the edge, back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down.
Yeah, not a bad decision. At least try to get some yardage. He didn't get any.
He lost a yard.
But at least he kept or maintained possession of the football.
So he goes out of bounds at the 25, so it'll be second down to 11. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Tyler up 28-17. Ball on the left hash. Kilgore spreads out 4 defensive linemen. Throw the out route to Jordan Green. Caught Green up to the 30 to the 31-yard line for a gain of about 6. One of our guests on the Brandon Corporation countdown to kickoff, Jordan Green makes the catch, just sort of snuck out of the backfield that time off the slot formation and made the play. And Tyler has a third down after the play by Mumphrey for the Kilgore Rangers. It'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, a little bit of a pick play there by the Apaches. May have gotten away with an offensive pass interference. I think they made the right call by not calling it.
Minute 25 left to go in the third. TJC 3rd and 5 at their own 31-yard line. Near side to short side. Movement. Tyler moving. That'll cost him 5 yards. Green might have moved at the wrong time, or maybe one of the wide receivers flinched. I'm not sure who, but now it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, give that yardage right back and make it a little bit tough on themselves. I think the Apaches can tack on any extra scoring. It'd be a pretty tough hill to climb for Kilgore.
All right, 3rd and 10 then. They move the ball back to the 26-yard line. And so the Apaches with a third down and long. We play with about a minute 8 left to go in the third quarter. 28-17 Apaches. Cam Thomas split wide to the near side, which is the short side toward the Tyler bench. Apaches go left to right here in the third, along with McGee and 2 receivers split left. Out of the shotgun, Webb lets his clock run down to 1, and the Apaches are going to either have to call a timeout or take a 5-yard penalty. And I think they called a timeout. Play clock was winding down. They did not get it called.
Yeah, they got it called.
They get it called?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tyler got a timeout.
They did not. You're right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just
He never threw his flag, but yeah.
51 seconds ago, Tyler didn't get the playoff in time,
you
so
can't.
that's 3rd and 15.
Can't afford to do that.
51 seconds left to go in the third. So the Apaches with a couple of mistakes there. Down to 40 seconds, 3rd down and long. Stepping up, Webb's going to throw the ball upfield. That ball is caught and dropped. It would have been a first down. Oh, my goodness. Grant Peretz had the first down on the slant, and he knew it, and he was looking upfield, and it hit him right between the 1 and the 4. And the Apaches had their first down and gave it away.
Yeah.
Friend in on the tackle for in on the play for the Rangers, but I don't give him credit for anything other than being in the right spot because that was on Grant Peretz.
Yeah, he dropped it on a dig route. Garrett threw a perfect pass. That's an easy first down if he catches it.
Hate that. 35 seconds left to go, and the Apaches will have to punt the ball away. Ramirez to kick it away. It's an end-over-end kick that'll bounce midfield and takes a nice tighter roll inside the 40, down to the 35, near the 34-yard line, with 23 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium, the third quarter, has seen the Apaches throw a pair of touchdown passes from Guerra to Lonnie Johnson from 30 and 24 yards out. They got a 4th down stop that set one of them up, and then a fumble recovery on a muff punt return for the other. Shortened the field both times, and drives of 30 and 48 yards have given the Apaches the lead by 11 late third quarter here at Rose Stadium.
Defense will be called on again to get a stop. They have forced 3 straight Kilgore punts.
Rangers with the ball at their own 34-yard line, going right to left. Man in motion is the tight end Bowman. Now he sets up left. Snap, handoff, a little bit of a seam, working upfield to the 37 for Maddox, and then they put him on the ground. Ziggy Loa, one of the Apaches who does the honor there. And so that'll be a gain of 3, and that might be the final play of the third quarter. Well, clock stops at 15.
They got a helmet off a player. Now they'll start the clock.
Now they'll start the clock. Rangers do not have to run a play here in the third if they don't want to, and it doesn't look like they will. So the third quarter is going to come to an end here at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium in this regional semifinal game. The Apaches now lead Kilgore 28-17 back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM, the team.
Field goal to win $1,000 toward their spring tuition. Apache fans, let's get ready as we attempt today's tuition kick. Well, despite the wins, Isaac will still be awarded $500 for his tuition. Congratulations, Isaac Green.
To the fourth quarter we go, 28-17 Apaches over the Rangers here on 92.1 FM, the team, and on local news radio 97.5 FM KTBB, and streamed on Apache Athletics and YouTube. By the way, if you lost the stream earlier, I've been asked to remind you folks you can refresh it, and it'll be good for the rest of the ball game, and you can see the video as well. Fourth quarter, Bill and Kevin in the All Buick GMC Stereo and Video Center broadcast booth. Kilgore, 2nd and 3. They go left to right from their own 37-yard line, going left to right, down 11. Webb hand the football off to Maddox. Stiff arm, gets to the outside. Tyler gets him at the 40-yard line after a pickup of about 3. Pretty good play on the outside that time by an Apache. I did not catch the number. We think it's Loa again.
Yeah.
So it'll make it a 3rd down and 4 coming up. 3rd and 4 just underway in the 4th quarter. 28-17 Apache.
Yeah, Apache's done a great job of tracking the football down and sprinting to the ball. Got to make one more play.
From the 40-yard line, far side to short side. Again, the Rangers go left to right on your device here in the 4th. Slot right, 3 receivers. Tyler with 4 men up. Webb, the quarterback, has gone all the way for the Rangers. Maddox behind him. Tyler with 4 defensive linemen in a 4-2-5 look defensively. Blitz coming. Handoff. Trouble in the backfield for Maddox, and they've got him for a loss on the play. Run blitzing that time. The Apaches had Robinson. They had others in on that play. Will Cornelson was there. Others for TJC, and the Apaches, Loa also there. They get him for a 2-yard loss, and it's 4th down for the Rangers.
Yeah, again, a lot of black jerseys in on that play, and they'll force a 4th straight punt by the Kilgore offense.
4th and 6 for Kilgore. Tyler by 11. The Rangers line up to punt the ball again. Never discount the possibility of a fake punt. Kilgore needs something to reverse momentum here, so don't assume anything. They will kick it away. And that's a nice kick by Monsivais, fair caught by the Apaches at the 20-yard line. Kristen Larry with a fair catch at the 20, and the Apaches will take over at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, TJC can stand to have a time-consuming drive here, but again, if they can tack on anything, even a field goal will make it really tough on a Kilgore offense that's struggling.
13:23 to go in the 4th quarter of this game. Again, Navarra beat Cisco 28-21 earlier this afternoon in Corsicana. That game started at 1. It was halftime when we began our game today. And they went on to win 28-21. Pretty good back and forth game. Cisco had a nice year this year, but Navarra is a good football team, and they will play the winner of this game either in Tyler or in Corsicana next week. If the Apaches win, they will host. First down the 20-yard line. Far side to short side. 3 receivers and a tight end lined up to the left side this time. Now double tight ends as they bring one in the slot. Inside handoff and a hole. Logan, 35, Logan 40. Logan to the 45 out near midfield. Tank Logan pops one. Logan goes 28 yards out to the 48-yard line for the Apaches before Azil Jones makes the tackle.
Well, that's a great job by the left side of the offensive line. That was a big hole for Logan to get through. He wasn't touched until he got downfield.
All right, so the Apaches bust a big one that time.
Yeah, and they can slow it down here. No need to rush. Burn some clock and try to tack on some scoring.
And so the Apaches nearing midfield here as we play early in the 4th quarter. They lead by 11. 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 to the left. That's Lonnie Johnson, who's caught 2 touchdown passes this afternoon. Inside handoff to Logan, and he'll pick up 2, maybe 3, depending on where they mark it. He got pushed from behind to pick up whatever he got that time before the tackle was made by Kilgore's Lewis at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Yeah, got a couple of those yards after contact, so that's a good, tough run by Logan.
Both teams 6-3 coming in. Tyler 6-1 in the conference. Won the regular season championship. That's why they're hosting this playoff game. 2nd down and 7 at the Kilgore 49-yard line. Play clock at 12. 12 minutes left to go in regulation, if you will, here at the stadium in the 4th quarter of this game, with the Apaches leading. Trying to win their way into the regional final next week. Snap the football. Guerra, late pitch to Logan. Tank Logan inside the 45, and maybe a first down to the Kilgore 41 before he's bounced out of bounds.
Yeah, they'll give him a good spot. It's another first down for TJC.
Guerra running the option like James Street. Come on, back in the old Longhorn days. How about that?
That's going way back.
That's going way back. Well, I go way back.
You do go way back.
I go way back. All right. I thought about that because of the Arkansas-Texas game.
There you
today.
go. All right.
That's what made that pop into my mind. Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
That's the first time you said anything I made it. This time you've agreed with anything.
First time you've ever said it made sense.
From the 41-yard line, fake the handoff, and Guerra trying to get away from trouble and throws that ball downfield out of bounds.
Yeah, good decision by Guerra. He took a hit at the end of it.
And he's hurt.
Yeah.
Guerra is down. He took a big hit at the end of that play, and apparently legal. He just got popped. It is football. He threw it away, did get outside the tackle box, so no flag down. But the Apache quarterback is hurt, and there are short tempers at the end of that play.
Pushing the chip, and I think Garrett will be okay. Maybe we got the wind knocked out of him, but yeah, he took a good shot legally, I guess, as you talked about, but good decision by him to get rid of the football.
We think Nollings was the intended title receiver downfield. Is that closest guy for TJC? Not sure who on that play for Kilgore nailed him, but that was a big hit by the Rangers. And again, you've got Nathan Greek available to play. He has started
warming up. Yeah,
he started 3 games during the season for the Apaches. And Greek is going to have to come in for at least a little bit.
Play, at least one play. But I think Guerra will be okay. I think he just he can't.
He stays in. He stays in the game.
He can't. No, he has to come out for one play.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, yeah.
He has to come out for at least one play unless they call a timeout.
All right. It's 2nd and 10. Tyler's at the 41-yard line. And Nathan Greek, redshirt freshman from Ferris, is in at quarterback. Big 6'5" kid, son of a coach who's played quite a bit this year for the Apaches. Johnson slot left. They've also got Tyler Spew's a lot of double tight end today. Tank Logan in the backfield. They're going to hand the ball off to Logan. Logan's going to try to get to the edge and will get maybe a yard, not much. Kind of a counterplay that time that the Rangers stack up for a no gain. And a good job that time by, among others, Edmund, their big defensive lineman. So if he got anything, he got a half a yard. There's not much available.
Yeah, it's a conservative play call with the backup quarterback. You don't want to turn it over with him in there, but Garrett's back out there.
Yep, he's right back out there. 3rd and 10 at the Kilgore 41-yard line. Approaching 10.5 minutes to go. 28-17, Apaches with an 11-point lead. They were down 14-0 early in this game. Offset backfield. Tight end right, Johnson lines up now to the left side, snap the ball. Hand it to Logan. Logan's going to be hit and drop for a loss on the play. Tyler went nowhere after an encouraging start to the drive. They did burn up some clock, got a couple of first downs, but they wound up losing about 5 yards on that play. And again, it's Edmund for the second straight play making the stop. 4th down at 15, and the Apaches will punt.
Well, a chance to pin them deep in their own territory, so hopefully they get off a good punt.
So the defense asks again to maintain this momentum. Again, a promising start to the drive. They picked up a couple of first downs, got it into Kilgore territory with a chance to at least flip field position here. Need a good snap here, and Ramirez will try to pin them deep. And Ramirez will kick it away. This one looks like it might work. It's going to bounce at the 20 and take a left-hand turn at about the 17-yard line. And that's where the Apaches will tag it down somewhere around the 16-yard line. Downfield to cover is Quentin McDowell, who had the fumble recovery on that muffed punt. The Kilgore muffed early in the third quarter that kind of helped turn the momentum of this game, gave Tyler their first lead after they scored following that fumble recovery.
Yeah, defense has played well again, as I talked about. They forced the turnover on downs and then 4 straight punts by Kilgore. So great job by the defense.
Rangers take over again near the 16, where they're going to mark this thing at about the 16-yard line, I think. So Kilgore has struggled offensively here in the second half. They have not scored here in the second half of play. Tyler has owned that part of the game so far. Webb out of the shotgun. Tight end Bowman lines up left. Inside handoff. Dominic Williams to the outside. Has room, 25-yard line, first down, and out of bounds near the 30. Nice run by Dominic Williams. That's a 17-yard run toward the Kilgore sideline before the Apaches run him out of bounds over there. Aya was the guy who will get credit for taking him out of bounds, but that's a nice first down run by the Rangers.
And a good start to their possession. That's one of the few times they were able to get outside and around the corner and upfield for big yardage.
Approaching 9 minutes to go, and the Apaches lead by 2 scores. They have an 11-point lead. Kilgore has to score 2 touchdowns. So the Apaches trying to make sure that the Rangers have it very difficult offensively here. Far side to short side, snap it, hand it off. Williams has got another big hole to the 40, and he's got another first down up near midfield. So that's 2 runs, and that's another 15-yard run by Dominic Williams as the Apaches have left the far side and the near side both wide open on back-to-back plays.
Yeah, it's too much yardage, especially on the ground, given up by the Apaches. If they're going to score, you got to make them work for it at least. burn some clock.
8.5 minutes to go. Rangers have 2 plays, 2 running plays, 2 first downs at their own 49-yard line. Slot left, 3 receivers. Tighter with 4 men up defensively, 2 stand-up ends and a blitz coming. They'll hand it on the ground again to Williams, and this time he's nailed for no gain on that play. Coming off the edge is Robinson. Jacob Robinson delivered a big hit on that play. He got the first lick, and Knowledge Davis got the second down 10.
Well played. Got to make a couple of more of those plays again. You can't give up big yardage, especially on the ground.
So under 8 minutes left to go in the game. TJC up by 11. 2nd and 10 Rangers at their own 49-yard line. An 11-point TJC lead. Rangers with the ball. They go left to right here in the 4th period. Ball shaded toward that far hash. 2 receivers toward the boundary side and 1 to the right. Now they'll line up the tight end right side. Tyler will rush 4. Fake the handoff. Here comes Webb. Webb ran for a touchdown. Flags all over the place. Got to be holding. He picked up about 4, but I don't think that'll matter. I think get a call for holding.
Yeah, it's a Denzel Holder. Obvious holding call on the big offensive lineman, and that'll back him up 10 yards.
Bongang the nearest Apache, but again, the holding will supersede everything here, and so the Rangers will lose 10 yards.
So Denzel Holder was holding.
You think of that all your own?
Yeah, it took me a while to come up with that.
That's good. That's good. And you did it so fast, too. That was what
every now and then.
Yeah, okay. All right, so the Rangers will now snap the ball from the 39. It'll be 2nd and 20. We got a half a quarter to go, 7:30, and the clock starts up again.
Yeah, let it.
Time is starting not to favor, not to be Kilgore's friend now. We're approaching 7 minutes left to go. 2nd and 20 at their own 39-yard line following the holding penalty. Tight end and 3 wide receivers. Fake the handoff, throw the slant downfield, and a wide open Bowman is the first down at the tight 38-yard line. Oh, they let him get wide open on that play. And Webb did a nice job to find him. That was well done. Tyson Wilson makes the play for the Apache.
Yeah, just releasing, went straight up the seam for an easy catch and first down for Kilgore.
So they dig themselves out of a hole there. Remember, 6:50 to go. They have a first down at the TJC 38-yard line.
And Kilgore's not showing a whole lot of urgency, down 2 scores.
Yeah, the play clock's got 16, 6:40 left to go. Kilgore needs 2 scores. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. Webb out of the shotgun. He's got Williams in the backfield. Man in motion across the formation. Hand the football off, and that's Maddox. Big hole 30. Maddox not stopping the run right now. He's all the way inside the 20-yard line into the wing zone, red zone, and a run all the way to the tighter 18-yard line. Kendall Marks makes the play. The Apaches kind of leaking right now, stopping the run game.
Yeah, not sure why they're giving up those that kind of yardage on the ground, but they are.
Well, I don't think they're really trying to play the so-called dreaded prevent defense.
I hope not.
Because the prevent defense has generally in time prevented nothing except victory.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's what they're doing, but Kilgore has come to life offensively here now. Under 6 minutes left to go. The ball's at the 18-yard line. Man in motion is Harrison. Inside handoff to Maddox, and he's got a hold down to the 13 and picked up about 5 more. They're taking chunks off the Apaches here right now with 5:45 left.
Yeah, and again, you just want to make them use more clock than they have so far, giving up too much on the ground.
DeGreat with the tackle. Young man from Bullard, 2nd and 5 at the tighter 13-yard line. Under 5.5 left to go. Tyler up by 11. Far side to short side. 3 receivers. Snap it. Hand off to Williams. Williams in some trouble. They tackle him on the edge over there, and they keep the clock running. Williams tried to get out of bounds that time, but could not. Among the tacklers over there was Kendall Marks. And on that play was TJC's Robles, one of the big defensive linemen for the Apaches. Big kid out of A-League. That's a loss. Back to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
And again, Kilgore not in a hurry to get anything done here.
Well, 3rd down and 8.
They'll call a timeout.
They'll call a timeout.
Well, official timeout. Injured player for TJC.
Okay, 4:49 to go. We'll take a quick break as well. Tyler up 28-17. Back in 30 seconds on the team. 28-17 Apaches over Kilgore. 4:49 left to go in the game. Winner plays for the conference regional championship next Saturday against Navarro. Apaches with an 11-point lead, 3rd and 8. Rangers, they've driven to the Tyler 17-yard line. And we're down to 4.5 minutes left to go in the game as the clock starts up again following the injury. Rangers need a big play here. Tyler trying to stop him. Here comes the blitz. Webb hit as he throws downfield, incomplete. Intended for Polk, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah.
Polk, and the quarterback was hit on that play. Davian White for the Apaches. Darian White for the Apaches. Did he make the big hit, Conrad? Was he coming in on the blitz that time? Yeah. Darian White makes the big play for the Apaches. It's 4th down. Yeah. Kilgore has to go for it.
Well, you feel like they make a stop here. The game is all but in the bag, but they have to make this stop. Again, Kilgore has shown no urgency. They call a timeout now. So
Kilgore will call the timeout. They'll have 2 left with 4:27 to go. And here's an opportunity for the Apaches. In many ways, we think to probably put the game away.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, anything can happen, but I think, again, the way they've played offense here in the second half, if TJC can make a stop here, it's all but in the bag.
This is the middle game of a triple header today here on the team. Earlier today, the Longhorns beat Arkansas at Fayetteville 20-10. Coming up at 6:30, a kickoff for the Apaches, or for the Aggies, in a non-conference game against New Mexico State. A&M has had a heck of a year. After a tough start against Notre Dame, the Aggies righted the ship. I like their new coach, Mike Elko. And the Aggies, again, have this game, Auburn, and then that little affair with the Longhorns on November 30th coming up. So that's part of our triple header today. This game to send the Apaches to the regional championship game next Saturday. If they win, they host Navarro here. Not sure the time. My guess is probably around 3 o'clock, like this one. 4th down. Rangers will try a field goal here. They're lining up, which would get them to 8 and make it a 1-score game. There's logic here. They're going to try a 34-yard field goal by Monsaves. Reyes the holder from the far hash. Tyler blocked one earlier. Make this field goal and make it a 28-20 ball game. Kilgore would need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and they blocked this one. They blocked another one, and that ball is picked up by the Apaches, and that might well do it. They blocked not 1 but 2 field goals today. The Apaches take over at the 32-yard line, and the math's starting not to work for the Kilgore Rangers. We think Cornelson may have blocked that field goal. Skylar Lewis got the first one. Cornelson blocked that one. And Tyler has a 28-17 lead with 4:16 to go. They have blocked 2 Kilgore field goals today.
Special teams have come up big in this game. Obviously, they returned 1 for a touchdown, but again, that's a big one as well. But defensively, offense got it going as well. Now they just need to go ahead and put it away.
My man, I think we're going to be working next Saturday.
How about that? Didn't look like that, down 14-0. I started making plans for other things.
Okay, good for you. I don't even want to know. From the 33-yard line, the Rangers get their field goal blocked. Tyler takes over at the 33-yard line. So Tyler will still work to do with 4:16 to go, but a couple of first downs would, and Kilgore may never get the ball back.
Yeah.
So they had a chance to cut it to 8, and the Apaches blocked the field goal. The 34-yard field goal gets snuffed by the Apaches. And so it's first down at the 33. Snap the football to Trey Guerin, a handoff to Tank Logan for a couple. Logan will get it out to the 36. That's a 3-yard gain. Whistle finally blows. Clock keeps running. 4 minutes left to go. Second down, 7. Where are they going to mark this ball? Yeah, going to put it at the 36, so that's a 2nd and 7 coming up for Tyler. Clock is not Kilgore's friend. They have 2 of them left. They need 2 scores. The Apaches simply need a couple of first downs probably to salt this game away. 16 on the play clock, so the Apaches are going to play it smart and let this clock wind down here. And they are very close right now to their 7th win of the year and a trip to the regional championship games. Snap the football, Guerra. This time, hands the ball off to Logan. Nothing doing this time. White jerseys all around. It'll be third down. No gain on the play. Third down and 7. Bunch of black jerseys around that play, including Lindsey and Edmond, the two of their big defensive tackles. And Kilgore always has big defensive tackles.
Well, a little surprised they haven't called a timeout yet. They still have 2 left. I'm a little surprised they're allowing the clock to burn out.
Down to 3 minutes left to go. Tyler up by 11, 28-17. 14 on the play clock, 13-12. The Apaches taking their sweet time here on a third down. I'm guessing that they run the football and then kick it away after they let this thing wind down. On a 3rd and 7, run the option. Guerra pitches it out to Burgess.
Yeah.
It's loose, but Burgess fell on it. That wasn't the smartest play I've seen.
That's
They
dangerous.
pitched the ball to Burgess, and he couldn't. It was on the ground for a moment, but it took a good tighter bounce, and Burgess falls on it, and the Apaches get a break with 2:36 to go.
And Kilgore uses one of their 2 timeouts.
Again, they run the option fairly well today.
It's worked for the most part.
That was a dangerous play because if that takes a different kind of a hop, the Rangers are on that ball, and they've got life left in them.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to take a chance to put the ball in the air, even on a pitch play, and that's what happened there, and they got away with it.
Looks like Kilgore has called a timeout here.
Yeah, one of their 2 timeouts left. They should only have 1 left. Scoreboard is still showing 2, but they should have 1 left.
2:36 to go. Again, Aggies, New Mexico State coming up. Their kickoff is about 6:30 tonight. Kevin will go down and try to talk to Coach Jacobson here in a little bit. And we'll have a fairly short post-game show so we can get you to the Aggie football game. But interesting day of football. The Longhorns win. TJC is on the brink of a victory here today against Kilgore. And the Aggies will be a heavy favorite tonight against New Mexico State. 3rd down and 4th and 11 for the Apaches. As they will send Ramirez. I'm guessing Kilgore sells out here, when you think, to try to block this kick.
Yeah, they have to do that, and the Apaches just need to get the punt off.
Ramirez will try to get this thing off from the 17-yard line. And let's see if the Rangers indeed sell out to try to get the block. Good snap. And the kick is away by Ramirez. Pretty good kick, as a matter of fact. That ball will be caught, and they're right on him that time as the Ranger return man is nailed. That would again be Bradley, and the Apaches are all over that one. And so it'll be Kilgore football with 2:28 to go.
And only 1 timeout left, so.
Is there a penalty flag?
Yeah, there's a penalty flag way behind the play.
Yeah. At the 42-yard line. Not sure what that's all about. But I guess we'll find out here momentarily, will we not?
I guess we will.
Or they're just going to pick it up.
And they may do that as well.
You know, I've liked this crew today.
Yeah.
Eric Stern, they've done a pretty good. Okay, just holding on the kicking team.
They're going to tack on 10 yards at the end of the play.
I've often wondered, how does a kicking team hold? Isn't that the point?
I guess they held to keep the punt from getting blocked, right?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. I get it.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Yeah, holding at the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. Never mind. 2:28 to go. Kilgore with the ball at the 44-yard line. Need 2 scores. Webb's going to throw. Webb's going to pick it up, throw it down the near side, and there was a penalty flag on Tyler as he grabbed a hold of Harrison's jersey that time.
Yeah.
That was Jade Lawton, Tyler's fine young cornerback. And, I mean, I could call that one from up here. He grabbed inevitably a 15-yard walk-off against the Apaches. Because Lawton, who's a highly recruited cornerback, by the way, he's going to be a D1 player for somebody. But, man, he knew he'd been beaten, and he was grabbing Harrison. And that's the smart play. Don't let him beat you.
Yeah, probably not a bad decision. You certainly don't want to give up a big touchdown that fast. So, probably the right call to go ahead and grab him, get the penalty.
Let's put it this way. In the old 1970s tearaway jerseys, he's torn that one away.
Yeah.
Because that was a clear grab.
He had a handful, no argument from him.
Handful of Tyler jersey. This game ain't over yet. I mean, the Apaches, Kilgore scores quickly here.
Yeah.
But then Kilgore still got some life with an onside kick. So the Apaches still have work to do here. First down at the Tyler 46-yard line. Snap, fake, rolling out. Webb looking downfield. Webb's going to throw the ball downfield. Got a man wide open. It's going to be a touchdown unless he trapped it. No, it's incomplete. He dropped it. The pass was underthrown downfield, intended for Mosey, and he I think it was a combination of him dropping it and the pass being a little short, and that should have been a Kilgore touchdown.
Well, and the one thing you have to do in this situation is you can't allow anybody to get behind you. Not sure what happened with the secondary there, but the one thing you can't do is allow anybody to get behind you.
Yeah, how did he get so wide open?
He was wide open. Easy pass to, a better pass, and it's a touchdown.
Well, that should have been a Kilgore touchdown.
Yeah.
Mosey, I think, tried to come back to the ball, and he almost scooped it up, but not quite. Second down at the 46-yard line, and Webb's going to throw it far side this time, and that ball's caught, but I'm not sure he got it inbounds.
Yeah.
Marks on the coverage that time, and the intended receiver was Hardin for Kilgore inside the 30-yard line on a back shoulder fade, but he did not get a foot. He was out of bounds. It'll be third down and 10, but 2:06 to go.
Yeah, good coverage on the play. And third down coming up.
Well, okay. So that's third and 10 with 2:06 left to play. Tyler up 28-17. Rangers down to 2 more tries to see if they can't score a touchdown. Tyler will rush 5. Rolling out Webb again. Throws the ball 40-yard line. It's caught. Breaking a tackle. It's a Kilgore first down. And that pass play intended for and completed to their number 8, Dylan Nelson. But that is a first down to the Tyler 35-yard line with 2 minutes to go in the game. And there's a timeout on the field. 2-minute timeout. 28-17 Apaches over the Kilgore Rangers. Back in 30 seconds on 92.1 FM The Team. Hey, add the ID to this, please. My bad. Should have paused earlier. My bad. Depending on what happens here, it might get you going down.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, give it a little bit more time.
I want to make sure they get this here thing done.
Bill, Kevin, Conrad, and Jeff here in the booth at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. 2 minutes left to go. 28-17 Apaches in the Stereo and Video Center broadcast booth. Tyler leads Kilgore. Regional semifinal game. Winner to play Navarra next week. Tyler wins this game. They host. Kilgore kind of down to their last ditch here. 2 minutes to go. They've got the ball first down at the Apache 35-yard line. They need 2 scores. Webb, their quarterback, from the near hash. 3 receivers split left. Tyler will rush 5. Rolling out Webb. Late blitz. He throws to the far side. Incomplete. Intended for Polk. And that'll make it second down. Saw 5 minutes go off the clock with that play. Skylar Lewis, the closest Apache from coverage that time. And so it'll be a second down and 10 at the 35-yard.
Yeah, pretty good coverage once again. The Apaches have to put some pressure on the quarterback and not give up much.
Kilgore just missed a moment ago a wide open touchdown throw. Webb's pass intended for Mosey. Not able to complete it. He had 5 yards on any Apache. Second down. Here they come with 4-man rush. Throw it down the left side. It's going to be a hand fight out there. That ball knocked away. Well covered down there, intended for Harrison.
Late penalty flag.
And a late penalty flag. Was that going to be pass interference after all on Marks?
Well, it's behind the play, so maybe a holding call. And maybe a holding call on Kilgore, I think, coming up.
So they say Marks' coverage was fine.
Yeah, good coverage.
And intended down there for, was it for Harrison? But penalty flag is going to mark Kilgore back. Is that right?
Yeah, and back him up. Go ahead and take the penalty and back him up.
Minute 49 to go. And so it'll be back to the 45-yard line. It'll be second down and 20. So that was Fongang on coverage and not Marks, you think, on that play? Okay, thank you. Okay, Fongang, 3, not 5 on the coverage. Either way, it was great coverage by Tyler. 2nd down and 20 at the 45-yard line. 3 receivers left. Webb going to try to chuck it again. Chased out of the pocket. All the way back to the 45-yard line and throws it away. That'll make it a 3rd and 20 with 1:42 to go. As the Apaches chase him all the way back to the 45 before he gets rid of it on a pass intended for Polk. Yeah. And now it'll be 3rd down, right?
Got to continue to get pressure on the quarterback and force him to get rid of the football. So good job there by the Apache defense.
1:42 to go in the game. 28-17 Tyler. Kilgore has 2 plays to make 20 yards to try to keep this game alive. They're down to 1 timeout with 1:42 to go. Apache spread the field. They got their 2 deep safeties all the way 20 yards downfield. Try to prevent the deep ball. Webb to throw. Only 2 men rushing. Throws it to the middle. Trying to get to the sideline is Maddox, and he does. He'll get the 10 yards back, plus about another 1 or 2 to the 31, and he did get to the sideline. Chased out of bounds along the near side by White for TJC. But Maddox made a nice play that time.
Yeah, he did. That's a great job by him to get all he could on the play and then get out of bounds.
All right, so it's 4th down and 6, and here we go. Kilgore's last ditch, 4th and 6 at the Tyler 31-yard line. To extend this game and maybe still give them some hope if the Apaches make the stop, game's over. Simple as that. Ball at the 31-yard line. Sitting on the painted hash on the near side at the 31. And a whistle blows. Tyler made
delay a game. No.
Delay a game for Kilgore?
Yeah, you
my goodness.
Can't have that happen.
Wow, so now it's 4th and 11. That's a whole different set of, isn't that a different call?
Well, you can't have that happen. And they still have the 1 timeout left.
Kilgore has not scored here in the second half. They led 14-0 early in the second quarter. Led 17-14 at the half. Tyler scored twice off Kilgore mistakes in the 3rd quarter. And the 4th quarter has been kind of a back and forth game of trying to run this clock out. 1:34 to go, 4th and 11 at the Tyler 36-yard line. Maddox in the backfield with Webb. Snap. Tyler rushes 3.
There you go.
And they pitch it out near side to Maddox, and he misses it. A big hit applied by Lawton, incomplete. Tyler will take over, and the Apaches are going to the regional championship game next week against Navarra here at Rose Stadium. That 4th down, incomplete. Intended for Gary Maddox, and the Apaches are going to win this football game.
Yeah, what a great job defensively all day long, but especially there on that last possession. They don't give up anything, and so they shut them down and force another turnover on downs.
So the Apaches will take over. Kilgore's got 1 timeout left, 1:31 to go, a couple of kneel downs. Might take 3, but the Apaches will be 7-3, and not only a regular season champion, but an opportunity to play Navarra, who beat them 49-24 a couple of weeks ago in Corsicana. Tyler for a chance to get a rematch with the Navarra Bulldogs next Saturday here. Tyler will line up in their, the best play in football, I guess, kind of that victory formation. They're going to snap the ball to Guerra out of the shotgun, which I've never really understood, but snap it to him in the shotgun, and I'm sure Guerra will kneel down here, and he'll have to do it 2 or 3 times. Kevin is headed downstairs to talk to the head coach, and assuming the Apaches are able to make this clean, Guerra's going to stand back there and finally kneel down at the 31-yard line and lose about 5 with 1:22 to go. The Rangers still have a timeout left if they so choose, and right now Willie Gooden is not showing any inclination to do that. As the clock continues to run with 1:08, 1:07, 22 on the play clock. Next snap will come with just over 40 seconds to go. And the Apaches are headed to the regional championship game. 2nd and long, again out of the shotgun. They've got a bevy of guys around Guerra. He'll take a knee again. And with 45 seconds to go, 33 on the play clock, the Apaches will have to snap it one more time And then they will celebrate a regional semifinal win this afternoon here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium over their arch rivals, the Kilgore Rangers. Beat them twice this year. 16-13 a month ago and up 28-17 today. That's going to be our final score. Down to 6 and 15 on the respective clocks. And Garrett will take one more snap, and this one's going to be in the books. And finally, a timeout called by the Apaches to make sure that they get lined up correctly with 9 seconds to go. Look like the Apaches didn't exactly have it arranged as they had hoped to here, so they call a timeout to make sure that there are no mistakes here. But the math just doesn't work for Kilgore and hasn't for quite some time. They had a couple of opportunities, but turnovers, mistakes, hurt the Rangers again today. I think that's been kind of the story of their season in what we know about the Rangers, and we know a lot about them through our friend Manny Almanza and our other close friends who follow the Rangers on a week-to-week basis. So now the Apaches will line up one more time. Got 9 seconds to go, and that'll do it. One more snap will end this football game. Again, we'll try to get a word with Coach Jacobson on the post-game show and then send you to College Station for the Aggies in New Mexico State. One more time out of the shotgun, Trey Garrett will take the snap from David Williams as they let the play clock wind down. They don't really need to do that because the clock's not running. Snap it, hand the football off, and going to the ground, the Apaches will take it to the ground, and that will do it. This football game is over, and the TJC Apaches have defeated the Kilgore Rangers 28-17, and the Apaches will face Nevada next Saturday here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium for the 2024 Regional Championship. We've got the Citizens First Bank post-game show coming up on 92.1 FM, The Team. How many breaks theoretically do we have here? Nah, we'll take the 2, because we'll try to get out of here pretty quick, try to get to the Aggie football game, but yeah, I won't have time to get Kevin's deal on the air. So we got this one and one more. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, thank you. All right, boys. You saw pretty good with Jeff. Pretty good game. Heck of a day for the TJC Apaches. They are in the regional championship game after a 28-17 win over the Kilgore Rangers. Back in the Stereo and Video Center broadcast booth, Kevin's downstairs. Try to catch a quick word from Tanner Jacobson, the Apache coach. Tyler is 7-3 going into that game against the Navarre Bulldogs next Saturday here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. Not yet sure about the time. If anybody out there knows, Doug or Michael or any of you guys out there might be listening, let me know. We'll try to get that word out. But again, my guess is 3 o'clock. But again, we don't know that for sure. It was a 3 o'clock game today. But the Apaches have defeated Kilgore 28-17. Rangers end their season at 6-4. They were the regional champions a year ago and made it to the national semifinals. Had a great season and had a good year this year. But again, mistakes hurt Kilgore again today. That has been kind of the story of their season. But they got off to a heck of a start this afternoon, and we'll tell you about that coming up in a moment. This is the Wing Zone postgame show. The Apaches win today 28-17 and advance to the regional championship game here on 92.1 FM, The Team. All right.
Tanner Jacobson in 3, 2, 1. All right, Coach, got down early, 14-0. So what's the count? Tanner Jacobson in 3, 2, 1.
I thought I could
all right.
watch my shows. What's going on, Jerry? Chilling. Man, I ain't going back to the door. I'm gonna head back.
Jerry said he was right home.
You go right home? So, y'all want to go eat or? One more week.
You're playing Navarro next week.
Cisco Alma.
Sorry.
You on the Alma? It's 21 to 28.
Thanks, man.
No, we didn't. We lost it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man.
I was like, damn, I'm going to be home for a while. Yep. That's why I said, well. I'm gonna walk around. Y'all meet me at the gate right here.
Come and get. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
For an 1800s British investigator. Private detective from London in 1850. Business in front, part of the back.
Back on the Wing Zone postgame show here at Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium. The TJC Apaches over the Kilgore Rangers 28-17 in the regional semifinal. Kevin Simon with head coach Tanner Jacobson.
All right, Coach, got down early 14-0. So what's the conversation like when you get down 14 early in a playoff game?
It was early. Just stay together, play our game, take it one play at a time. That was really it. We didn't have to do anything special, right? Now, schematically, we had to make some adjustments offensively, defensively, because now the time's against ourselves. But, we kept that on the headset, per se, and just the message was to players, hey, play our game. We've already done this before. We can do it again.
All right, so this was really a true team effort. You got good offense, outstanding defense, but even your special teams with the 2-block field goals. So talk about the fact that this, was truly a team effort.
Yeah, it was going to take all 3 phases to beat this team. This is a really good football team. And so just really, really proud of our guys, never say die attitude to finish this out and to come back from behind. This was a great win for them.
So one step closer to the championship. You got to get Navarro again. They got you pretty good up there a couple of weeks ago. How's this game going to be different?
It's going to be a great battle. I mean, Coach Taylor does a tremendous job with his guys. We learned a lot from ourselves when we played them the first time. And, the message is going to be the same. It's going to be the same as it was at the very beginning of the year, that we are good enough to beat anybody on our schedule and anybody in the country if we play well. And also, the way we scheduled it, every single team could beat us if we don't play well. So the message is going to be better. If there was a secret sauce of playing better for championship games during the week, we would always practice that way. So it's not going to be anything different. It's just going to be, reset, refocus, which has always been the mission. And, we just got to come on top this one.
Last question, I was going to just ask about your quarterback, Garrett. He played an outstanding game, I thought. Lonnie Johnson with a couple of big catches for touchdowns. Talk about that combination tonight.
I mean, a lot of people actually call him, on accident, Guerrero, right? Which means warrior. And that's what he is. He's a soldier. He battles through everything. Tremendous moxie, tremendous poise. He's a gamer. And so, he's what makes our offense go. And so couldn't be more proud of him, taking some hits, toughing it out. He's a great human being to be around. He's a great player to coach. And I'm excited that he's getting his flowers.
All right, man. Congratulations. Go do it again next week.
There you go. The Apaches win today 28-17. Quick recap, and then we'll take one final short break to wrap things up. The Apaches fell behind 14-0. One first quarter score. Kilgore, a 66-yard drive and a 2-yard touchdown run by Bowman to make it 7-0. Early in the second quarter, an 83-yard touchdown run on a read option by their quarterback Tyler Webb, up 14-0. But the Apaches cut it in half, capping a 13-play drive with an 18-yard touchdown pass from Garrett to Thomas, 14-7. The Apaches recover a fumble Kilgore recovered a fumble. Tyler fumbled at the 34-yard line, but the Apache defense stepped up and forced Kilgore into a field goal attempt from 44 yards out. Skyland Lewis blocked it. Kendall Marks picked up the bounce and ran it 55 yards for a game-tying touchdown to make it 14-all with 3:23 to go. Kilgore would come back and take the lead on a 32-yard field goal just before halftime. But in the third quarter, the game turned. Tyler got a fourth down stop early in the third quarter, and one play later, the 30-yard line, a 30-yard pass from Garrett to Johnson, 21-17. And then, just a few minutes later, they pick up a muffed punt fumble by Kilgore at midfield, 6 plays, 48 yards, and another touchdown pass from Garrett to Johnson to make it 28-17. And the fourth quarter was TJC basically asserting themselves on defense to win this football game and advance to the regional championship game. Right away, one quick note, Michael Landers, the Navarra athletic director, texted me the original plan is 1 o'clock Saturday, but we don't know that for sure yet.
We'll take 1 o'clock, though.
1 o'clock.
Whatever.
But anyway, we do know that the game will be here next Saturday against Navarra at Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium. Let's take one quick 1-minute final break to wrap it up on this. Tyler wins at 28-17, 92.1 FM the T. You got Phil's stats?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll do that pretty quick. Just a quick 1-minute break, and then we'll go to the Aggies. That was a good interview, dude.
Thank you.
You get a chance to see the Apaches win not one but 2 championships next Saturday. They've already won the regular season. They have a chance to win the regional championship against Navarra next Saturday here at the stadium. We are not sure of the time yet. We think it might be a 1 o'clock game. The Apaches and the Navarra Bulldogs will confirm that later. Navarra beat Cisco earlier today, 28-21. And so they're in the championship game, and the Apaches will be their opponent next Saturday. Kevin, what do the numbers look like?
Well, the Apaches still didn't put up a bunch of yardage, but they got the job done. 233 total yards, 111 on the ground, 122 through the air. For Kilgore, 344 total yards, 188 rushing, 156 passing. The leading rusher was Logan for TJC, 17 carries for 70 yards. Guerra finished 14 to 22 for 122. The leading receiver, Johnson, 4 catches for 62 and 2 touchdowns.
And a hard-fought Apache win today over an arch rival, but the Apaches got it 28-17, and they play Navarra next week for the regional championship. Thanks again to everybody involved. Isaac Shifley back at our 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio studios. Conrad Barr, Jeff Wood here in the booth with us this afternoon. Once again, the final score. Tyler 28, Kilgore 17. For Kevin Simon, I'm Bill Coates. Thanks and good night from Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium.
See you, man. Thanks.
See you.
That's the best I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
You've never heard one any better, right?
I was thinking about that the other day. I sat across on the other side. You took a knee. I said, I took a knee. Damn, this one goes through. We burned through what, 4 segments? 3 segments?
Bill, you want me to watch Kevin tear this down?
Yeah, if you want to.
Let me get out of your way.
I got it. What did you say?
I didn't know if you need the.
Oh, no, I didn't. I appreciate it. We do. Thanks, Phil.
You going to do a box for us?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Phil. You got the paper to Manny?
No, I got yours right there, too, but I didn't know if you wanted.
Unbelievable.
I wasn't going to redo mine.